Bill Gates has actually gone to China and met with Xi Jinping, the president of China, just before US Secretary of State Antony Blinken goes on his trip to China. Now, this is it's kind of significant because Blinken actually delayed his trip was supposed to be back in February. But if you guys remember, we had a little visit from a certain Chinese balloon that flew over the country throughout. I think it was February. It was that
Yeah.
month. It was he canceled his trip because of that and delayed it. So he's going to China on Sunday. Relationships between China and the US are not that good at the moment. And so anyway, Bill Gates went to China and he met with Xi Jinping. And Xi Jinping said, "You're the first American friend who I've met in Beijing this year." Now, he's not snubbing anyone else with that statement because he hasn't actually met any other Americans in Beijing this year. But interestingly, the meeting comes just after Bill Gates pledged $50 million toward research in China for drug discovery and treatments for infectious diseases. So, you donate 50 million, you get to meet the leader of China.
I think it's pretty crazy I know that she really wants to repair business relations with private companies. I think, and the relationship between the United States and China right now is the most strained it's been since the Clinton administration or before the Clinton administration. So it's interesting to think that, he really wants to get back into the international business world and maintain that strength and growth China saw for the last 20 years. And that's where he likes to meet people like Bill Gates. And, the looming Taiwan, issue that's always there right now is a big issue with the United States and everything else. But I think China likes to try to overlook stuff, how we treat our people, how we persecute people for different reasons. They want the world to overlook that because they worship a dollar more than anything else. And so I think Bill Gates, he's a very controversial figure in the world, with the stuff that he's done in Africa. It's interesting. He's going to China to meet with Xi, and she's not going to meet with somebody that's significant in the United States. And the problem is that there's no real communication between the US and China right now. It's like you call somebody, they don't answer the phone. You send them an email, they don't email you back. So how are you supposed to discuss policy issues? But it's interesting to think about, like, recently, the quotes this year from some of the biggest CEOs in the United States. Like, for example, the Starbucks CEO said, "We have limitless possibilities in China, limitless." And then if you talk about Elon Musk, the interests of the United States and China are intertwined like conjoined twins. No, our interests and their interests are a little bit or a lot of bit different. The CCP is only focused on money now. They're not even trying to make sure there's decent relations between countries. They're going for people that are running businesses and giving away their money. And I'm curious to see if there won't be additional philanthropists or CEOs that meet with China publicly to further their business endeavors on different levels. But fundamentally, when it comes to a country, they shouldn't be focused on that. They should be focused on the social environment of their people and not pushing or persecuting them for their beliefs.